It's been 50 years since the War of the Wilds, and still nothing grows on the Kindlelands. The exact day the flora of the world stood up and ravaged the cities of the Graynor Peninsula is lost to the ages. After the Great Fire tore its way from west to east, turning the land barren and fallow, the otherworldly patrons, the guides, and the great cities of the Kindlelands worked together in their own way to bring a kind of peace to a war-torn people. It is a gentle, delicate balance, and something or someone threatens it. Hello, and welcome to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I'll be your GM. Today, Mordecai has a long-awaited discussion, Zafiir and Jackson get dressed, and all three of them have an uncomfortable conversation. Thank you to our backers Zan, Connor, and Jeremy for their support. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down Another Path. Confession, I fell asleep on the couch because I'm an old man. I spent all day working and then teaching, and then I came home and had meat cake for dinner.
Meat cake?
Lasagna.
Oh.
Because it's just a big old meat cake.
Fair enough.
And with my full belly and my comfy couch, I was whisked away to the place where I sleep. So I've got coffee brewing right now.
Nice.
It's 7 o'clock at night. And then I have this coffee beer to drink.
Wait, is that Dunkin' Donuts coffee?
Yeah, it's a Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
What the hell?
Coffee beer. It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
Are you ready to talk on the internet? Are you ready to talk on the internet? Are you ready to talk on the internet? Another path.
Ryan has left the call. Chase has left the chair. Their headphones are off. They are gone. So welcome to this stealth episode of Zach and Griffin's Multiversal Pet Shop.
I'm Zach.
I'm Griffin, and now this is our show, bitches.
So today we're here to talk about badgers.
Intellect devourers.
Hey guys, ding ding. Hey, is anybody here? I'd like some service, please.
Our first customer.
Oh, shit.
Look at that.
A real customer.
Hey, is this where you get the shorkies?
Yeah, we got some of those.
Okay, great.
Did Chase actually leave? He's gone.
I think Chase is actually maybe got raptured. Y'all remember when the rapture was like really hot?
Yeah.
When everyone was like,
you remember when the rapture was really hot?
People would always take the pictures of lay out a set of clothes and some shoes on a bench, and it's like, oh, that guy got
anytime
raptured.
I saw Goose like that, I was like, Cell's back at it. From
what?
Dragon Ball Z.
Sorry,
that's a reference. That's a pull right there.
I used that goof to get a beer.
There we go.
We use that goof to talk about Dragon Ball Z, apparently.
I used to really, really, really like that show. A lot.
We were comparing the rapture to when Cell would absorb people.
Oh, okay.
Chase knows what I'm talking about. Chase is cool.
Chase is like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So
Cell Saga, Boo
I'm
Saga?
not in Ohio anymore.
No.
Damn shame.
You haven't been for a hot
Well, I
minute
mean,
either.
but, when they last heard us, I was.
I guess that's
fair.
When they last heard us 2 weeks ago, but also 3 weeks from now.
What?
Recording schedules.
All right. I'm pumped.
All right.
I'm just ready.
You're ready.
I'm trying very hard right, guys. Can we just take this down a level? Can we just take this down a step?
You want to do some ASMR?
No, I really want my kid to go to sleep.
That's fair.
That's
and
fair.
he's in that room
ASMR path
right there.
That's the next bug episode.
It's all ASMR.
Yeah, Mordecai and the Beast becomes an ASMR channel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mordecai and the Beast.
Well, you have to do the ASMR. Mordecai alone. How's that sound?
Oh, God. I don't know if I can ASMR in that voice. Hang on.
The internet needs it. Drum roll, please.
Hello.
All right.
My loins became
Now,
engulfed.
I'm afraid to hear what that sounds like.
Now, I need you to do it again for me.
God.
I need you to do it again for me. But this time, I need you to use your natural huskiness to overwhelm your microphone.
Oh God. You're gonna regret that verbiage.
If you could, like Bo Burnham, just take the entire mic inside your mouth. Like I know that you cannot actually, but like figuratively.
Okay.
That sounds like a challenge.
It's a snowball. If I had like a Yeti,
the snowball challenge. The newest YouTube craze.
Oh boy, I don't want to see that at all. No.
Enjoy that hellscape.
Oh God.
Can we get
I was told my to be verb was to overwhelm. I feel as if I accomplished that.
You did. I'll grant you that you did exactly.
You
what
made
you were
a choice.
Told. What you were told to do was bad.
It wasn't a great choice, but it was a choice.
I was following direction.
I want a framed printout of that waveform.
It's not pretty. Like I looked at it. I looked over when it happened. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, that's like a block.
I'll be sure
Griffin. Look what
I'm gonna
you
write
did.
down I'm gonna write down the timestamp right now so I can make sure to. It was like somewhere in the 4 minutes. I'll know what it is. And I'll be sure to send that to you boys.
Excellent.
All right.
While Jackson and Zafiir take some time to wash off and get dressed, Mordecai excuses himself to his own room. It hasn't been so long since you were home last, but the time before that, it had been many years. The door, made of a light wood to match the white stone the house is made from, yields to your touch. The dying light of day languishes on your bed and dresser. The posters depicting your favorite bands adorn the walls, while a song from My Alchemical Romance plays from a magic music box as you walk in. You sit on the bed and you pull something off the nightstand and you start to fiddle with it. What did you pull off the nightstand and what are you thinking about?
It was... There's two things sitting there, and it's one was just sort of like a handcrafted, just like wooden toy sword that probably he and his brothers played with a lot. And the other one was, think like a snow globe, but it's more of like a terrarium. Like it's a small little, there's just a sprout that's always kind of, it's not quite flowering.
Sure, it's got druid craft permanently cast on it, so it cycles through.
Yeah. And it's, I think he goes and stands and kind of looks at these two and grabs the little terrarium.
So you're sitting on the edge of your bed, and you're fiddling with this very tiny terrarium. Eventually, the music box stops playing, and you feel a prickle on the back of your neck. Your mother is standing in the doorway, and in a way, it's been years since you've seen this woman. She's not the archdruid of the kingdom. She's not the dour advisor to a king half her age, but your mom, with emotion in her eyes and a hand on the door frame. Mordecai.
Hey, Mom.
You want to talk?
Mordecai just kind of like... It's a weird silence. Yeah. No.
For what it's worth, I think I understand.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, because you're one of the smartest people I've ever met. That you know exactly what's on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you and Dad talk.
We have our ways of communicating.
I'm guessing he told you.
He did.
I'm not mad anymore. I don't think.
Good. Appreciate that.
I mean, anymore I'm just frustrated, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You've been lying to us. Our entire lives.
And she shuts her eyes and kind of bows her head.
Like, don't get me wrong, I get it. I'm not saying your reasons are invalid, but That doesn't mean that you haven't also been lying to us.
It was a fine line to walk.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, we genuinely did think it was for the best, and it was one of those things that got away from us. We've stopped, mostly. It's just Kara that's out of the loop now. And she's young. She's still learning.
Sure.
Eventually, when she is of age, we'll tell her as well, but for right now, our heritage has to remain a little under wraps. We owe a lot to the royalty, to the army, to the king.
Yeah.
Oh, his father, at least.
I know it's been shaky because of all of that. It's not like we're just a random family. I know you and Dad have done a lot to get to where you are now, to where we are now.
We gave up a lot. If the wrong people over there knew we were still alive, they would be coming for us, personally. We gave them a lot of information about our people. I don't know if that's something we can come back from over there.
Who is out there? Despite everything with all the things I did with Dad and fighting and ranging, and it was never super clear about who they are. I mean, the broad they. Like, we fought the different followers of the different forest lords and combated people from this city or from that tribe, but everything, all of the rhetoric, it just makes it seem like there's just this one faceless enemy that we are defending ourselves from.
Makes it easier to pitch the war.
It does. It really does.
If we start getting into the nitty-gritty, if we start talking about how the vast majority of them over there are just fine, and sure, we don't really need to be worried about most of them, just as they over there don't have to be worried about most of us, it becomes a much harder thing to talk about. We don't range far out anymore, and they don't typically range far out against us. It is a terrible war of attrition that we are caught in. We're just trying to keep things going as best as we can. Remember, Mordecai, they're doing the same thing over there. They are selling this war to their people.
Yeah.
The war it's a commodity. It is something that people can take some civic pride in. While civic is maybe a looser term over there than it is over here. And even over here, we're talking about combined peoples from various cities, just as we're talking combined peoples of different tribes over there, so maybe it really isn't as different as even I was thinking of it.
Guess not. Do you miss it? The other side?
Some days. I've got the garden here, which is really quite nice, but I did so love being among the trees. You know the most twisted thing, Mordecai?
What's that?
I don't know why it all started anyways.
Yeah?
Even being over there, growing up over there, we just knew that some sin was committed over here that was so vile, so terrible, that the trees themselves took up arms against the people. That they marched on this tiny little city that became a bulwark against them. And they were so proud of it that they took it as a name. I don't know why it all started. If anybody knows, it would probably be those high in the order of one of the forest lords. But that wasn't me. That wasn't your father. He wasn't studious enough for that, and I just wanted to make things grow.
So you came to a land where everything had been destroyed to grow it anew.
Eventually. We've sown some good seeds here.
Yeah.
Y'all are growing up just fine.
Thanks. I'm doing what I can.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was kind of the odd one out.
You're doing well enough. You just took a little longer to find your place. I didn't know your place would be, shepherding demons across the country.
Hey, me neither.
From inside your head, you hear a chorus of, I know, right? I'll own that. This is weird.
Yeah, tell me about it, dudes.
Master Wanderer, Master General, I assume you're faring well in there. And without really thinking about it, you feel both of your hands go for a thumbs up.
Tattoos flash a little bit.
Yep. Those are strange. Yeah, I didn't expect them to look so much like mine.
Well, I didn't end up asking you explicitly, God, whenever this all started, back in Despera. But you did the right at one point.
No.
No?
Actually, I did not. And she holds up her tattoos, and they are very different from yours. You've always known them, you've always noticed them, but they've been there so long that you haven't really looked at them in probably a solid decade or two. They are just solid lines. If I was to compare them to anything in our world, they would almost look like tribal tattoos. Okay. They just don't look like anything. These are my markings of my station. These tie me to the king and the Graynor line.
Tie you? Like...
The king has limited ability to speak with me. I have limited ability to draw on his power. There is power in the Graynor line. There always has been. Limited, but it exists.
Sure.
So I have some ability to pull from that as I need to.
Yeah, the tattoos are... I'm getting used to them. I imagine... And this is actually a weird thought, and kind of the first time I think I've vocalized this. I think at this point, whenever we get around to the Wanderer getting out of my head, it's gonna feel weird. Like I'm used to it now.
I understand that. The patrons, from what I understand, are quite enigmatic.
That's a word for it.
The material about previous performings of the Rite of Aegis, those are not readily available. However, I think with the station you and your friends have recently attained, it might be worth looking into. There may be wisdom there for you.
Maybe. No, they've been offered a lot of perspective on things, and...
I'm sure. Well, don't let it go to your head.
A little late for that, I think.
Probably. Your sisters, Leth and Kella, will be home soon. Mako, he's not going to be home tonight. He's got an all-night shift. And Nikolai is stuck at the academy. But I think the two older girls are going to be planning a small party for you and your friends. Just a little something fun once you get done with the king.
What about Benjamin?
So working on the southern wall.
Still out there, huh?
Yep.
Thought he was done with that.
It would have been nice, but unfortunately, after the incident, you came back here and took some time and, got your head into the druidcraft a little bit, and Benjamin went south and kind of kept your father's work going a bit, away from that whole situation and a little bit further away from anybody that would know our family line.
That sounds about right. Damn it.
But he knows the practices and trades. He's about as safe as he could be working over there.
Yep. Okay. Hey, this is gonna sound like a really dumb question, but I can trust you, right?
With your life.
I am really concerned with just what the hell we're doing with the patrons. I don't know how this ends. I don't know what comes next. We're gonna get the forebearer soon, and that's going to be
all of them between the three of us, and there's a lot of things going on, and a lot of things that I know Jackson and Zafiir are not happy to be a part of, and the more and more I listen to them, the more sense they make, and I'm not sure how this ends. I don't know.
And as you're talking, she walks over and she pulls you into a big hug. The hug of a mother and a son.
I don't know where my allegiances are gonna fall.
Zafiir. He's a mage runner.
Yeah.
I know he is.
Yeah.
Did he tell you that he was caught recently?
No.
When you guys were at Concetre, when you all were separated, he was taken and shown that there was a prisoner. Somebody that he helped run out of Despera right around the time you all left.
I saw him walking out of a prison.
The Hedron.
Yeah.
I know that you went down and spoke to your uncle there. There is an individual, Justakar Vin, a halfling of solid repute within the city.
Mm-hmm.
He is watching you, and he is watching Zafiir. I will do what I can to interpose myself between you all, but there may come a point where he plays his hand. And I don't like the things I have heard. She holds up her hand, her tattooed hand, and she places a finger to her lips.
I nod.
She reaches into her robe pocket and she pulls out a simple brass bracelet and she slips it on that hand with the tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot speak freely like this for long. He'll notice my absence. He gives us these for personal moments only. What I will tell you is that Zafiir is aware of a way out, whether or not he knows of it. Greenstone.
I just nod.
They are your way out. If something happens here, they can get you to a place that is maybe not safe, but a place where you can make a stand. I pray that you never have to use it, because it will mean the death of a lot of things that we have done a lot of work to do. But I love you. You are my son and my baby boy, and a man I am very proud to know.
I just put my hand on my chest.
If you ever need to get out of this city, go to Greenstone.
I nod.
She slips off the bracelet.
Man, that was a good joke.
Well, I can't have the king hearing all of them. I have to try them out on a couple of different audiences first.
That's fair. It's real good.
Anyways, your sister should be home soon. I'm going to go ahead and start getting things ready. Also, Master Haram should be by shortly as well. I would go ahead and put on whatever it is that you wanted to wear to the palace. I know your companions are just about ready as well.
Okay. And Mordecai's like, not like reeling, but he's visibly like she could see the gears turning. Like he's putting up a half decent facade, but she can see the gears turning.
Do you want me to get you anything? A stiff drink? Water?
Nah, I'm good for now.
Okay.
I know my way around.
Okay. She pushes her hand down on you and like has you sit on the bed. She kisses the top of your head and she walks out of the room.
Thank you, Mom.
Anytime.
Okay. Mordecai just kind of gets up and paces around his room for a little bit, just processing, idly flicking a flame around his fingers.
As you process, the patrons give you space to do that. They heard it all, of course,
right.
But they know what this looks like. As you pace around, you idly slide open your closet door and you see, in addition to a lot of your older clothes, a couple of newer outfits that look like should fit you. One of which is whatever it is that you want to wear to the palace.
Sure. It's just like kind of plain, nice, but like plain looking brown, like breeches. those like lace up, like fine leather boots. And then there's like a sort of like, silk shirt and doublet combo.
Sure.
Which Mordecai goes to, rips the sleeves
off. The poofy shirt
of.
from Seinfeld.
Yeah. He takes it, rips the sleeves off of it. So you can see the guns.
Right, exactly.
And the tattoos. And also it's like, emulating Mom a little bit.
Right.
A jade green, doublet with yellow filigree.
Nice.
Like gold filigree a little bit.
All right.
Tie my hair back.
So you, do some last moment mental reconstruction as you, slide the pomade off the shelf and, you're able to druid craft some like moisture back into it.
Yeah.
And you run it through your hair and get yourself ready to go.
Pull out the beard comb. And
there you go. There it is.
you treat the beard.
You treat the beard right. It's been a while since you've been able to treat the beard right.
There's a lot of knots. There's still some twigs in there from God knows when. I had to find a little fleck of crystal from when Zafiir exploded a bunch of crystals. Don't know how it got in there, but damn.
Yeah, you were up the hallway. It's shocking that it got up that far.
Like, the fuck?
Yeah, the camera pans to your feet as you comb it out, and the detritus of the adventure just starts to fall on the ground.
Before getting gives himself a once over in the mirror. He keeps the druid necklace on.
Of course.
We'll probably aim to have an axe nearby, but make sure to keep the potion.
Mm-hmm.
The
oh shit potion.
The oh shit potion in a pocket. And takes a little bit longer, just because there's a thing that he's just been repeating over and over in his head every time he looks at this, and it's harkening all the way back to Carrie and the visions, and there's something that he has to fix, and there are going to be consequences, and he does not know what that means and has debated what that means, and just knows that whenever that moment comes up, this potion is going to be invaluable in that moment, and he does not know when that moment is coming, and just needs to have this on him for whenever the hell that is.
Yep.
And so puts it in a pocket, probably vest pocket, pats it, makes sure it's secure, straightens the doublet. Okay. All smiles. Not a rage monster. Not a bear. Kind of a bear.
Barely.
God damn it. Alright, let's go impress some snooty folks.
Alright. We'll get to meet your family first, though. Sisters.
Yeah, I got a lot of them. A lot of family.
Alright.
Maybe they'll not be too weirded out by two voices in my head.
Look, if they can hear us, then things have taken a turn this evening.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And you head downstairs. While Mordecai is away, Kara shows each of you to a small guest suite that has a small collection of outfits for you to pick from. Jackson and Zafiir, what do you two decide to wear to the palace this evening?
Just lots of velvet.
Lots of velvet.
Like purple crushed velvet.
Oh, yeah.
Like a full 3-piece suit with a black shirt underneath it.
Yeah.
And he's got the pocket watch dangling across the vest. He looks fucking fly.
It really brings out the color of your scales.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's got purple eyes. They're just popping.
Right.
Jackson gets the really nice armor polish out. And polishes everything up really good. He gets out the fantasy iron. Nope, actually that might just exist. He gets out the iron.
It's actually a kettle, and you just kind of, it does both.
And he takes care of the cape and the cloak and everything, and is very proud to be representing Plainswatch for this important meeting. But then he also goes and gets extra bits of armor that are functionless but just serve to be a little more gaudy, and just kind of adds. So he has the extra tall shoulder pauldrons that do nothing, and it comes down the legs, and they're just a little bit extra. Jackson is a little bit extra.
No,
it does nothing practically, but he could stab a person with himself right now.
Nice.
Right. You could give a really painful hug. With the two of you strapped to the nines, you return to the kitchen and find Mordecai also suitably decked out in a forcibly made sleeveless doublet and poofy shirt, being hugged by two older women. Younger than Leia, of course, but older than him. They're taller as well, each bearing their father's eyes and mother's thick hair. They introduce themselves as Leth and Kella. Leth is dressed in plain clothes, while Kella is wearing something a little bit more official looking. Leia is busying herself over a couple of glasses of wine, while Kara is deftly cutting into meats and cheeses to serve to you all while you wait for your escort to the palace.
Ah, nice. We get charcuterie.
Oh, boy.
Pardon me. Hello.
Hey.
This is how you
Good
greet
job.
each
You
other,
got it
yes?
in one.
Yeah, this is, so, Leth, Kella, this are, the fellas that I've been traveling around with. This is Jackson and Zafiir. Zafiir, Jackson, these are two of my older sisters, Leth and Kella.
A pleasure to meet you both.
I give a courtly bow, fitting of my outfit.
Nice to meet you. A pleasure.
I jangle a little bit. I just make a little bit extra noise.
Leth
Not on purpose,
responds,
it just happens.
What is the opposite of Pass Without Trace? Because that's what you've got cast on you right now.
It's just called shiny.
Exactly.
Shiny.
Leth, being thoroughly amused by your overly enthusiastic bow, returns in a curtsy in kind. Kella just smiles and shakes her head. You seem about right to be my brother's friends. Is there anything we can get you while you're waiting?
I believe we drank most of your father's beer, so after that, I think we're fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. He's been gone for too long. At this point, if you didn't get into it, I would have.
Yeah, he's given up the right to those kegs at this point.
Oh, well, with that being said, I'll be right back. And I go and I bring down two more.
Wait.
I will help you in this endeavor.
Yeah, all right.
We're like, sweet.
Save some for tonight.
Yeah, we gotta pace ourselves.
No, we don't.
Okay.
We also have guests coming over tonight as well.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've had this much of our family in one place. We're going to celebrate, and we're going to do it right.
That's true.
Wait, are we here for that, or are we at the palace?
No, this will be after your dinner with the king. Don't you worry.
So that's the after party.
It's the after party.
Yes, that's the after party.
Shifters know how to party. It's cool.
I like this place more and more with every passing second.
Yo, friends, we have the perfect favors for this party.
Oh yeah, we do.
We can't know.
Zafiir does like the dip snap. It's like, shit.
I pull Zafiir over to the side, like, no, Zafiir, we have to save that. That's special Mordecai.
Fine.
That's for us. It's not. I can't get a stone in front of my family. You kidding me?
Why not?
Not on that stuff.
Hey, you will just be a cuddly
That's
dog.
something we have to carve out a long weekend for. Oh, God.
Leth seems to have no idea what you're talking about. Kella arches a very prominent bulwark eyebrow and looks at the three of you.
I just kind of turn over my shoulder, just wave her away. Just like, it's cool.
Hello.
And
you're getting it.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying.
She walks up to you and in a mock whisper, but not whispering near quiet enough for you to actually have this discussion, she's like, "Are you holding?"
I don't know what you mean.
He's not holding.
Deception.
Hey, does he have advantage? Because he's not technically holding.
No.
Look,
because he specifically said, "I don't know what you're talking about."
And also, my persuasion's no better. Well, even with a -1, it's a 14.
Meets it.
We're cool. Wink.
So am I. Wink.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to wink too. Blink. Wait.
Link. Damn it.
Wait, hold up.
So cool.
So as you are all, like, winking at each other, there's a knock at the door.
Oh.
Kara excuses herself to go get the door, and a moment later, she reappears with the visitor. A tall, black dragonborn in gray sleeveless robes, standing in the doorway to the kitchen. He smiles and waves.
Hello, Leia. Ladies, gentlemen, I am Master B.
Oh, hi. You look much more like how you were described now. And I walk straight up to him. Hi, I'm Jackson. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
A pleasure to meet you as well. And he shakes your hand, and it's a sturdy grip.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
If I could please speak with the three of you for a moment. Leia, can I please borrow your dining room, your study?
And she nods.
Of course, Baelet, please take the dining room. Very well. Thank you. Thank you.
He marches the three of you in there and shuts the door behind you, and after looking out the bay windows for a moment, he turns around and, perfectly silhouetted by the setting sun, sets 2 pieces of paper down on the table in front of you.
So, did you 2 boys enjoy the Hedron?
That's not a real place. Wait.
How did you know about that?
It's quite real, Master Silva.
Well, that we were there is the question.
I have learned something new this day.
He pushes the 2 pieces of paper closer to you. One of those pieces
Are these NDAs?
Of paper, no.
Okay.
You're wearing your NDAs.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
One of the pieces of paper is something that, at the very least, Mordecai would recognize a little bit. It is an outlining of when you went into the prison. And you can see, Mordecai, you can see your name, and above your name a little ways, you can see Zafir's name. The other piece of paper is brand new to all of you. This is an account of what happened at the end of that episode. An account of the warlocks losing their powers for that same period of time.
Oh, yes. That was kind of us. Ooh, sorry.
Ooh. Wait.
I didn't quite think about the fact that they would come with us.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You caused a bit of a stir.
Did we make a magical brownout?
Yeah, a wee bit.
Yes.
That's interesting.
You did.
At least we know that the magical protections around this mystical place that certainly doesn't exist.
Wink.
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 At least we know that it works.
This is fair.
A bit too well, apparently.
Yeah, jeez.
Well, as long as we don't get, arrested and thrown down there, then we're good, right? I'm not going there, ever. And these boys certainly aren't going to go back anytime soon.
Well...
Right?
Wink.
Wink.
I desperately hope not.
If you want to blame anyone, you can blame Colonel Coppersat. She was the one that sent me down there, at least.
I kind of went a little rogue.
Well, there we are. You see, mine was not my fault at all. Mordecai, throw him back in there for all I care.
My uncle's in there.
If we're going to be tossing blame around, then at least for you, Zafiir, we are going to be blaming Justicar Vin.
Yes, that asshole.
That asshole is here, so you better watch your tongue about him.
I mean, I made my feelings about him very clear when we first met.
I'm abundantly clear that you did.
What does that mean? Has he said things about me?
Sorry.
God damn it.
It sounded so personal. Has he been saying things about me?
What did he put in his burn book?
The fucking...
Justicar Vin's burn book of Mean Girls.
The specifics aren't important, Zafiir. It is good for you to know that he is aware that you are here in town, and that this transpired. You need to be very careful, Zafiir Johnson, as do the rest of you. Warlocks bear no love here, and despite the fact that only one of you has that training, all 3 of you do qualify at this point. You are going to be playing a different game now. You are playing a political one. This isn't going to be swords and boards anymore. You need to walk a bit more on eggshells around the people you're around. I will do what I can. Addie has expressed her fondness for the three of you. And he says the three of you, but he looks at Jackson.
I wave. Yeah, she's pretty neat. Pardon my language, Master B, but boys, I think we're kind of fucked.
You might be.
This is not great.
I'm not good with people. Also, look at me. Zafir's very good with people.
But look at me.
Also, he hates these people.
And they hate me, so...
And Jack, you...
I know.
Well, he would have been set, but now...
Just spell it out.
Look at him.
Yeah, well, that's true. I tug on the ears. Yeah,
What a trio we are.
Gentlemen, I promise you, I am completely aware of the situation you are in. And I want nothing more than to have this situation be dealt with and have the three of you be on your way safe and sound to wherever it is life takes you next. I will do what I can from my end to make sure that you are as safe and as well informed in this town as you can be.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, Master B. We're going to get along great.
Here is a question for you. How punishable is contempt?
He doesn't face palm, he palm faces.
He brings his face to his hand.
Just head down. Enough.
Understood.
Johnson.
Best behavior. Got it.
So
that's right.
If we're just supposed to be here to get the forebearer, right? We've got a lot of meetings, I'm sure, but we just need to get him and then go wherever we're going.
Where you're going is here.
Oh.
This is the safest place that you could possibly be right now. There is no place in the Kindlelands as well protected and as well guarded as the top of Bulwark.
Wasn't the whole point of the Rite of Aegis to be that the patrons didn't have to be confined to this city?
The point of the Rite of Aegis is so that they are not confined to an object. If the rite of consolidation was performed, they all would have been sent to, for lack of a better term, a phylactery. Deep within the heart of the mountain. It is an unpleasant place to be, to put it mildly. The Rite of Aegis allows them to essentially have the companionship of the three of you. On top of that, it allows them to have a more mobile guardian. We cannot mask their presence within the phylacteries. We can do a lot to mask them with the three of you. We will, as soon as all of them are within you, we will be able to perform certain rites that will keep you from being detected.
Oh.
Their magic is a bit of a beacon. It is lost within the city, and it is hard to lock onto when you're moving. But now that it's here, we can essentially even it out across the city, as long as the three of you stay here.
I guess we should start with sleeves then.
Now go ahead.
Yeah, you're not the most subtle of the rite bearers, I should say.
They're really fucking cool, though.
Look, I agree. It's been many years since I have seen it performed, but I appreciate how cool it is.
All I was thinking is that if the whole reason is that we're mobile, so and we're the closest to the wall here in Bulwark, let's go back north even. I don't know.
What? Are we at all concerned of a siege? I'm just throwing that out there.
Not at all. If anything happens, it is going to be a small strike force. A task force. Something set from over the wall to... I went back to the Geitworth Academy after you were there.
Yeah?
I saw the mess that they left behind. Damn shame.
What you did not see, Master B, is the giant invasion force that caught up to us at an inn in the middle of the countryside.
And that I am certainly curious about. I have my suspicions, but if my suspicions are correct, then the best we can do is keep, I don't want to say keep you under lock and key, and I haven't said keep you under lock and key. For what that's worth, but that would be the safest thing.
If they're coming with numbers, is all I am saying.
Or they're gonna send people like us to kill people like us.
That's what I would do.
Exactly. Regardless, tonight, that's not a problem for tonight. We will get to that, I promise you. We will have a long discussion about that soon. I have my fears about what that could entail. But for the time being, we're going to send you 3 to the king.
Okay.
You'll have a nice dinner.
Great.
It will be calm, it will be collected, and then you 3 can come back here and enjoy the festivities. But mind yourselves. Watch yourselves.
I have a question. I actually have a couple of questions, and I don't think they're all stupid this time. My first question is, do the people or the king or whoever will be there, do they know that I didn't always have these? Point to my ears.
Your situation, while not widely documented, is known to the pertinent individuals.
You could sue damages.
What does that mean?
Means you're gonna get paid.
Oh,
it means hazard pay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I could use some of that. My other question, Master B, is, well, you seem like you know a lot about these, the rites and you said you've seen it done before. Who held them last time?
That was actually a question I had as well.
The last time it was performed was about 40 years ago. I was a new initiate with the school at that point, and I was able to assist in the shepherding around of the individuals while they were here getting the forebearer. I did not know their names at that point. However, if you would be interested, I could look into getting some more information for you.
I think that more information about how the last people did this cannot hurt us.
Agreed.
Absolutely. I will look into having a couple of typically restricted books sent here tonight. You might not get to read them before you turn in, but if you think of it, give them a look over. I think you might find them enlightening.
Thank you.
I would like you all to roll me a perception check.
Wow, nat 20.
What? We're actually rolling dice?
Yeah, I know, right?
First roll of the day, nat 20.
Nice.
22.
Okay.
15.
All still good. Yeah.
Mordecai.
Yeah.
You notice as he says this, he's looking at Zafiir.
Okay.
I don't sleep as much, so I'll have time to read.
Whether he's aware of me or not, I just kind of look at him and give him a firm nod.
Mm-hmm.
Harkening back to a conversation I had a little earlier.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, do any of you have anything that you'd like to do before you leave?
I have one more question, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
This meeting with the king, is this just a formality, or do we need his assistance in getting the forebearer?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Great.
All right.
So don't be dicks.
Please don't.
Okay.
Let's try not to make total wangs of ourselves.
I mean, do I have time to go to the Deep Shrine and Bulwark?
Not at this moment, unfortunately. If you would like to excuse yourself from the festivities this evening, I'm certain that would be
permissible.
You could manage that. There is a shrine up here on this side of town, if you know how to access it. Frankly, I don't.
But you have to stay and get drunk with my family.
I will.
Okay.
Or I will.
You gotta do cool dragon
I'll
tricks.
go for a bit and then come back. We'll see. It will happen.
I'd like to make an intelligence check.
Who's gonna
You may.
Who's gonna heat the pool?
You know I'll always heat the pool.
Probably all the druids.
Well, I mean, I can't today because I've already done that, but...
Oh, whatever.
15 intelligence. should I be wearing this or not? And I point to my insignia that has C-34 on it.
Absolutely wear it.
Okay.
Wear it with pride.
All right. Thank you. I'm never sure how people will react to it. People have strong feelings.
I completely understand. No, wear it.
Okay. I will.
All right. We should get going then. And he stands up and kind of straightens his sleeveless gray robes, and he gestures for you to follow him.
All right.
Mordecai, I'll give you something else. With that nat 20, you also see tattoos going up his arm, very similar to your mother's. They are a bit plainer than the ones that that the three of you have, more similar to like a tribal tattoo.
Yeah.
It's a bit more abstract and geometric, but you can see the mark of King Graynor plays white against his black scales.
Okay.
That's so dope.
So are we being taken to the palace right now?
Yes, unless there's something else that you wanted to do here at the house.
I'd like to very quickly pull Jackson and Zafiir aside. Maybe just stay in the study and have Master B leave and...
Absolutely.
Or in the dining room, rather. It's like, hey guys, can you hang back for a second?
Yes.
Yeah? I straighten my insignia a little bit more.
So, kind of jumping off what he was talking about us walking on eggshells a little bit. Talked with my mom while I was upstairs.
How'd that go?
It was fine, honestly.
They didn't disown you?
No.
Great.
No.
Then everything's okay.
On that front, for the time being, yeah. But learned a couple things that I wanted to at least make you guys aware of. You know the tattoo running up my mom's arm that she sports and all that?
Yeah.
The one Master B kind of had something similar looking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
The counselors have some sort of connection to the king through those tattoos.
Oh, I didn't get that at all. I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you think that they once did the Rite of Ages too? Because I totally did.
I did too. I asked my mom that same question.
That's kind of what I was hoping for, that Master B was going to be like, yeah, no, I did this about 6 years ago.
It's
Let me
like
tell you how
someone
to
understands, but no.
Yeah.
That's what I asked mom. But...
Here's all the secret passages and cheat codes and the secret languages of all the patrons. Here you go. You just had to ask.
But here's the thing. She told me something that I'm led to believe that the king or otherwise prying ears, because of this connection to the king, know what they're talking about. She pulled out a small bracelet and slipped it around her arm with the tattoos on it, and basically told me that she could speak freely now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. All it really was is that she gave me a clue to a way out if we need to make a quick exit. Zafiir mentioned she mentioned an associate of yours, Greenstone.
I have been meaning to seek her out, actually.
Seems to be a friend. It wouldn't necessarily be like an escape like out of the Kindle lands, but it would be a way for us to get to a place to make a stand. So I just wanted to...
A stand against what?
I don't know.
That's okay.
Whatever we're up against, whatever we end up running from if we need to. It's a something to keep in our pocket. I just wanted to let you guys know.
Thanks. Okay.
If the counselors, if you think they're letting on to something, I would maybe lean into it, because it's clear that they can't speak freely about certain things without someone else hearing.
Okay. DM, was Master B wearing a bracelet?
He was not.
Okay. So anyone we might be able to trust can't actually talk to us, and we might be actually fighting forces from over the wall, but politically fighting our own king, and or anyone in his court, but we still have to get the forebearer, and the safest place is here, but the safest place is also probably not here.
So yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to bring this up, so we now have a bit more lay of the land.
Why did we agree to do this?
Right place, wrong time.
I'm glad we're doing this, boys, but...
Yeah.
I don't trust us to get it done right, but I trust us more than most other people.
Y'all remember how easy it was in Lorata?
Yeah.
All we had to do was sip some Mai Tais, and then we got on the boat and we were done.
We should go back to Lorata after this.
Hey, it is a great place. Get Loratin in Lorata. Hey.
Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website and merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and on Facebook at facebook.com/anotherpathpodcast. You can support our efforts by donating at patreon.com/anotherpath. A special thanks to our donor, Nathan N., or by giving us a rating and review over on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher will let you. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Ryan at Ryan_Albrecht, Griffin at Griffcold, and Zach at That Guy Zach Rob. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode. And until then, remember that there are many reasons not to drink all the beer.